Why are you covering up?
I do not know.
No one really knows, yet researchers say several factors are at play. Let's take a look at a few of them together. Let's start with the obvious. Clothes protect us. From freezing winters to burning deserts, humans learned to adapt by covering their bodies. Early humans used animal skins and plant fibers, while later civilizations invented woven fabrics and layered garments. Clothes shielded us from the elements, insects, and even harmful UV rays. They weren't just practical, they were life-saving tools that allowed humans to explore, survive, and spread across the planet. Imagine trying to cross icy mountains or scorching deserts without any clothing. Survival would have been almost impossible. But clothing isn't just about survival. From ancient tribes painting and decorating their bodies with colorful pigments and feathers, to traditional costumes in different cultures, humans have always used clothes to express identity. It's about status, belonging, or simply declaring, "This is who I am." Clothes can be art, culture, and even a language without words. Over time, this expression evolved, from tribal rituals to royal attire, and now to modern fashion weeks, street style, and subcultures. Every outfit tells a story, communicates a message, and connects us to our community and heritage. Of course, one obvious reason is covering our private parts. But here's the real question: why do we cover them? It's not just about warmth or protection. This goes much deeper, into culture, morality, and the way humans define shame and modesty. Interestingly, not all societies followed the same rules. What we call naked today might have been perfectly normal centuries ago in another culture. In fact, even today, there are indigenous tribes in parts of Africa, South America, and the Pacific who live with minimal clothing, because in their culture, modesty is defined differently. This shows us one thing: modesty is cultural, not natural. What seems normal in one society may look completely strange in another. Clothing hasn't just served protection, it's been a potent tool of power and control. Through history, laws dictated exactly what different classes could or couldn't wear. In ancient Rome, Tyrian purple dye was so rare and expensive that only emperors and some magistrates were allowed to don entirely purple garments. Meanwhile, uniforms transformed people into symbols: soldiers, priests, civil servants, separating them visually from ordinary citizens. Clothes became silent orders: obey, respect, conform. Even today, dress codes in workplaces, schools, and governments remind us how we dress can control behavior and mark authority. And let's not forget, clothing today is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Beyond survival or modesty, what we wear is shaped by advertising, capitalism, and global trends. From luxury brands selling status symbols to fast fashion chains producing millions of items at lightning speed, the fashion industry affects how we shop, what we value, and even how we treat the planet. Clothes don't just cover our bodies, they drive economies, create jobs, and influence culture worldwide. Every t-shirt, every pair of jeans, every designer bag is part of a vast network that connects factories, runways, and consumers across the globe. So why do we wear clothes? Because we have to survive, because we want to express ourselves, because society tells us to, and because the fashion industry makes sure we keep buying new ones. But I think if we didn't have clothes, we'd still find another way to separate ourselves, to show status, to say, "This is me."